Have you ever left a book after reading the first couple of chapters because it was not the kind of romance book you had in mind? It spoils the whole mood when a tale of love you thought to be the best turns out to be a total waste of time and energy. It's worse if you purchased it. Tired of getting soppy and cliché stuff in the name of romance books? It's either too cringy, sentimental type, or too full of cliches and predictable coincidences. Too slow or too fast. It doesn't satisfy you emotionally, and if it's a sad ending, kill me. I wanted to read a good love story with a happily ever after to cheer me up, not make me cry. I hear you, people. I hear you. For a romance book, to make it to my list of the best, must have gripping style of writing, of course, gradual character development, outclass plot and story development, not the abrupt, fast-forward stream of events, captivating chemistry between the central couple, no-brainer. One hell of a roller coaster ride, kind of a love story that gives me all the feels. You will find all this stuff in the books I'm going to mention in the next few seconds. One thing I can promise you all romance book lovers is that these are the books you will be thinking about for days after finishing the last line. Now, let's get to the lovey-dovey tales of all time. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Links to the books are given in the description below. Number 10. Paradise by Judith McNaught. Many of you romance book addicts might already know about Judith McNaught. She is one of the best-selling authors of more than a dozen historical and contemporary romance tales. The best thing about her writing is her headstrong female-led characters. They can take on the world. You will hardly find them showing the typical damsel in distress traits. Plus, the budding chemistry and romance between the central characters are oh so drool-worthy. If you are a sucker for second-chance romances, like I am, you are gonna love this novel. Tall, dark and handsome, rough around the edges kind of pauper-turned-billionaire hero. That's Matthew Farrell for you. Prime and proper, the princess kind of heroine that you will meet is Meredith Bancroft. This is one of my all-time favorite romance books. Plus, it's the second one of Judith's work I read that made me devour her entire collection. The first one of McNaught is also my all-time favorite. It will appear a few books down the line. You'll have to keep going to know about that masterpiece. Number 9. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. She is a Wattpadian turned published American author of young adult contemporary romance and psychological thrillers. She has bagged several awards for Best Romance in 2015, 2016, and 2017 in a row. That makes her a pretty real deal. Her easy style of writing makes her popular among readers of different ages. I picked It Ends With Us because the book made her famous worldwide. I had to read it to know why romance lovers were going crazy over it. And I admit, it deserves all the praise. It's kind of a love trio with a grand reveal and plot twist. The author has also highlighted a critical social issue in a very simple style. So I will encourage you to read about the instant spark between Lily and Ryle. But don't forget to shield your hearts with everything you can, because the return of Lily's teenage sweetheart Atlas Corrigan is gonna steal your hearts for good. Number 8. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. She is a fashion editor and beauty blogger turned novelist who made her debut as a romance author through The Accidental Diva. Her latest publication, 7 Days in June, was an instant hit in New York Times and USA Today. 7 Days in June is the type of second-chance romance that sucks you into an emotional vortex. Sparks fly again when Eva's teenage true love, Shane, shows up after 20 years. His return brings the heartbreak of the past back to the surface. You will see our dear Eva trying to deal with illness, society, and the challenges of modern motherhood. On top of that, she is trying to fight the charm of Shane. It is one of those the one tales of heartbreaks, black life, and rekindling the love that will carve a permanent place in your memory. Number 7. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. She is an American author famous for her masterpiece Outlander. Yes, the very tale of romance I'm about to discuss. Each of her works is an amalgamation of multiple genres. You will find historical romance with a touch of adventure, mystery, and fiction. There will also be elements of sci-fi sometimes. I watched the television adaptation of Outlander first, thanks to Netflix, and I realized, shoot, it's actually a novel. So I left the show in the middle and read the book first, and what a classic piece it is. The relationship between a young Highlander warrior Jamie and a combat nurse Claire is one of a kind. One that you will always treasure. The book is all slow burn romance, superb character building, intriguing plot and story, and time travel. Definitely worth your time, folks. Number 6. A Kingdom of Dreams by Judith McNaught. Once again, I have McNaught for you. I love her characterization and plot development, and have her entire collection sitting on my bookshelf. Kingdom of Dreams is the book I was referring to when talking about Paradise, the one that sparked my interest in historical romances. It's a historical romance set in 16th century Westmoreland. The book is the second in Westmoreland Dynasty saga. Here the verbal jibes between our headstrong Scottish beauty, Jennifer Merrick, and ruthless and rude Duke of Claymore, Royce Westmoreland, will make you instantly fall head over heels for the duo. Their chemistry and slow burn romance is amazing. Number 5. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Oh, you'll have a lot of fun reading this one. Sally Thorne is a prominent name in USA Today. She started her writing career with The Hating Game, which was also turned into a motion picture. Washington Post listed it among the top 20 romance novels of 2016. The Hating Game is an office rom-com, enemies-turned-lovers trope. It has a quirky and chirpy heroine, Lucy Hutton, an uptight and Ice King type hero, Joshua Templeman. The two hate each other's guts and aren't willing to back down from fighting for the same promotion in the job. But when their relationship starts blossoming, you get swooning and hard eyes. It is one of those light, fun, late-night reads with snacks that leave a smile on your face before sleep. Number 4. The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Okay, so what do we have next? Nicholas Sparks? Yep, he's one of the most beloved American novelists. His stories develop slowly and gradually, but their smooth flow and easy writing doesn't bore you. You may have watched the movie adaptation of The Notebook on one of your movie nights. The Notebook, once again, was my introduction to an author. It is among Sparks' most well-known books. You know, the ones that become your symbolic representation. The story of a southern guy, Noah, and an urban beauty, Allie, is deeply moving and full of tender moments. It is the kind of second-chance romance that makes you believe in miracles and forever afters. So be prepared for one haluva emotional ride with these sweethearts. Number 3. Vision in White by Nora Roberts. Now comes the top 3. Nora Roberts will not be a new name for fans of romantic fiction. After all, she's penned over 200 novels, including Vision in White. She's been labeled as America's favorite novelist. And after reading this, I don't doubt it. Vision in White is the story of Mackenzie McElliott, who captures happy moments of weddings for her bridal magazine cover. And her soulmate is the brother of the bride's-to-be, Carter McGuire. He is an English high school teacher. Both are stark opposites, but their casual flame turns into an unforgettable tale of forever. Number 2. The House of the Spirits by Isabel Allende. She is a Chilean author famous for adding bits of magic, fate, and fantasy into her love stories. Allende is one of the world's most widely read Spanish authors. You will find bits of her personal experiences and historical incidents in her works. Her writing admires the lives of women in general. The House of Spirits is an epic tale of love and magic in hands of fate. The story spans 3 generations of the Truba family, showing their highs and lows. The tale is narrated through the male lead Senator Esteban Truba and his granddaughter Alba. The story highlights the contrast between Patriarch Esteban's conservative views and the more liberal views of his younger generations. It's commendable to see how Alba breaks the chain of society's tormenting wars to show herself as an independent and high-spirited female. This tale of love and politics deserves a place on your to-do reads list. Number 1. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. On top of the list is an English novelist well known for her 6 major novels. Jane Austen's novels critique upon British gentry living during the end of the 18th and early 19th century in a very subtle and witty manner. We get a vivid description of the British middle class and landed gentry through her writing. If you call yourself a romance lover yet haven't read this one, oh my God, fix it now. The story centers around the blooming romance between a countryman's daughter Elizabeth Bennet and an aristocratic gentleman Fitzwilliam Darcy. Yes, folks, this is our very own the Mr. Darcy. Austen has reversed the convention of first impressions through this work. The book is a timeless classic in every sense. Not reading it is a felony in literary circles. These 10 books will satisfy your romance-craving soul and keep you from giving a stink eye to all the romance fiction because they are not cliches. The engaging tales and writing styles in them will keep you glued to your reading spot for hours. Click on the next video that just showed up on your screen because it's going to walk you through some of the best books of all time. The video helped you find the next book you are going to read. Then like and share this video. Let me know in comment section on what type of books I should cover in my next video. Also, if you read one of the books mentioned in this video, share your review or thoughts with us. Subscribe this channel for more such awesome videos. Thanks for watching.